Hey, yo, we about to go downstairs and get cute. Everybody come on.
You know, certain people sign up to get fucked. Certain people, if you're gonna keep it real, certain people sign up to do the job of paying their rent that way. Right. You know, I didn't sign up for that. I felt like my talent was enough.
In my documents that I have for my mental health, I have his name mentioned in there. But it used to traumatize me a lot, to where everybody thought something was really wrong with me and stuff.
All right, y'all. This Diddy situation just took a dark turn. And I mean, way darker than you can imagine. If you thought that 50 Cent documentary was disturbing, well, once you hear what Diddy allegedly did to the boy band Day26, you will genuinely wonder if Diddy is the devil himself. And get this, there is actual video that was leaked online. So here's what happened. Q from Day26 just shared a seriously messed up video of the night he woke up at Diddy's house in the Hamptons, not knowing what happened to him. And get this, Q claims that his ex, Dawn Richard, helped Diddy and allegedly put something in his drink to incapacitate him. And God knows what horror happened to Q that night, because you can tell that poor man is still deeply traumatized to this day.
I don't get it. I don't know why somebody would do that to a talented, passionate people. Yeah. Like, you know, we talented, passionate people. I don't understand.
Q previously claimed that Diddy invited him over to his house, and when he got there, his ex, Dawn Richard, gave him what he thought was an E-pill.
My ex at the time, which was Dawn, she gave me an ecstasy pill. Yeah, she said it was ecstasy, and she said it was from Puff to give to me. And I took it because I thought I was gonna get freaky with my girlfriend, and I trusted her that that's what it was.
And the next thing Q remembers is waking up screaming in the bedroom of Diddy's twins, Jesse and Delilah. Q claimed there were cameras on him and people standing around laughing, but he had no recollection of what happened to him before he passed out. And he said that the situation was so scary that he actually thought Diddy was trying to sacrifice him that night.
And within like 20 minutes, I knocked out and blacked out. I woke up in the twins' bedroom in the basement, and I woke up out of my sleep screaming very, very loud. Diddy's twins, his girls. Yeah, I woke up in their bed to cameras filming me, and they were laughing as I woke up out of my sleep, screaming. And I'm not gonna. Okay. It felt very sacrificial. That's what I meant when I said I felt like they were trying to hurt me, or Diddy was trying to maybe sacrifice me that night.
Now here's where Diddy's chef, Jordan Chaton, decided to insert herself in this situation, even though she wasn't even present when the incident happened. So after Dawn Richard shared a statement denying that she gave Q that pill that knocked him out, Jordan hopped on Instagram to defend Dawn and claimed that she was telling the truth. But Q clapped back, and this time with receipts. Q shared a disturbing video that shows Diddy and others waking him up, shouting, laughing, and recording him during the Hamptons incident. And in the caption, Q clapped back at Jordan and questioned her credibility, writing, "Diddy's chef talking ish like she was there when this happened to me in the Hamptons. Y'all some liars. How you defending somebody and something you don't even know? What you talking about, chef? What you talking about, chef?" Now you gotta watch the video that Q shared, because this literally looks like a scene from a horror movie.
Hey, yo, we about to go downstairs and get cute. Everybody come on.
But you know what's even more disturbing than this video? It's the fact that so many people are still trying to invalidate Q's experience. And some of them are really out here saying they can't see anything evil in this video. But if you watched any of Q's interviews over the years where he talked about Diddy, it's obvious this man suffered some deep trauma. Back in 2017, Day26 sat down with DJ Vlad and talked about the time Diddy yelled at them. And fans noticed that Q looked broken, like he was really reliving some painful memories.
Why are you
Miami where we was
Oh yeah, bug
Yo,
out.
you know what he told
We
me?
was getting ready to go on tour, and he was getting ready. We was all getting, into shape and everything, and some of us was slacking.
It was me. It was me. He said.
Brian was there. I was gonna leave it out, but hell.
Well, here you go.
Remember, he says, I need you to get on your shit, man. I was like, man, I'm trying, man. He's like, don't try, nigga. Fucking do. No, yeah, was it fucking do it?
No, he said, don't try, motherfucker. Do.
Dude, that's what he said.
Now check out Q's expression and body language in this video, where the others talked about how Diddy kept them trapped with their contract.
It's different when you got a contract that you cannot take to your lawyer, you cannot have a red line, you cannot negotiate, and a contract is always in the favor of the person giving it. So
sign this contract or don't come.
One of those situations where if you don't do it, then the next guy in line gonna do it.
Right.
So you gotta.
Now keep in mind, this interview was recorded in 2017, and you can tell Day26 was scared to speak anything negative about Diddy. But fast forward to their 2024 interview on Vlad TV, and this is when Q finally opened up and broke down in tears while talking about how Diddy traumatized him.
A lot of people that are scared that didn't come out in the beginning, that are very scared because it's a scary situation. It's not just him that could possibly hurt you. It's people around him that are still close to him that could hurt you, or it's just really deep, man. Things felt very sacrificial.
Shit. Okay, explain.
I can't, because I don't want to sound like I'm a conspiracy person too. You know what I mean? Because I'm not. But when you're under a power, man, it's just you. I can't go into details now, but sir, like, I'll tell you, it felt like some sacrificial stuff was going on, man. Like, it felt very scary and weird to where I ran to get help. I ran to my doctor. I spoke up with my family. I spoke up to people around me because I was like, if this is true, and I'm caught missing or dead or something, I want you guys to know facts and the truth of what I'm going through and experiencing. I really lost myself for years, and I don't cry about this no more because I'm stronger. But it's like I was going crazy, bro, trying to figure out what is going on.
Q also shared that he suffered many health problems, both physical and mental, after his experience with Diddy.
I got to get an injection in my arm every month for mental health now for the rest of my life.
What's the
They diagnosed me as schizophrenic and bipolar. The same thing kind of like what Fred said he was going through, but I didn't experience suicide thoughts. I experienced other thoughts of being harmed and stuff. I come into light now and I'd be like, whoa, that had to be God, intervening and removing me from that situation because it could have got really, really bad. I don't know why somebody that evil would.
She broke my glasses.
I don't get it. I don't know why somebody would do that to a talented, passionate people.
Yeah.
We talented, passionate people. I don't understand. No, it's okay, bro. I don't understand why someone would sit down and think about hurting someone. I don't know. Or laugh about it after they do it, I don't get it. That's why I said none of them are innocent.
Q said he was diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. But a lot of people who watched this interview felt like this looks like something else, like some deep trauma that he still hasn't fully processed. One person commented, as a mental health professional, I hate that he was diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. To me, it sounds like CPTSD, years of trauma, the body and brain being stuck in survival mode. That's what that looks like. And someone else wrote, he does not have schizoaffective disorder. This is trauma. Diddy is a monster. Now keep in mind that Q was just 18 or 19 when they signed to Bad Boy. And then, as if it wasn't bad enough that Diddy allegedly took advantage of him, he had to spend years suffering in silence because he saw what happened to people who spoke out. By the way, a few months after that Vlad TV interview, Day26 appeared on The Breakfast Club, and Q once again broke down crying when they asked him about Diddy. But this time it was even harder to watch because Charlemagne, Envy, and Jess were acting real ignorant and laughing when Q shared his experience.
It was a very hard time for me. This is the time where I went through mental health. And I'm healed now, but I went through so much of not being in a group and some other stuff too. It just was a time of kind of like me trying to recover.
Did you go to therapy?
Yes. I just want to say, to be very transparent with y'all, like I've been through so much trauma with this guy, man, and the whole situation. And I just want to say, I think he needs a lot of prayer, and he needs mental health, like the things that we can relate to, you know?
Absolutely.
I think that's what's gonna save him or help him.
Yeah.
Nothing else. I don't think we should talk about him. I don't think we should make fun of him. It's like real sick. That's
A lot of the stuff is funny though.
It is funny. I agree with you, Q.
Just
I'm with you 100%. But it is, to Jeff's point, it is a lot of comedy.
A joke is a joke.
But there's also a lot of trauma there.
Sometimes that's all you can really do.
I just
you know what I
think
mean?
it's
You just laugh at it. Just not all of it.
When
You know
they
what I'm
put
saying?
out
Just some of the
all
things
them
is like,
thousands of
come
bottles of
on,
baby
like,
oil,
Yeah.
bro, it's funny.
Yeah.
Listen.
But you know what it is, Q? Like a lot of times, man.
Hearing Q say that it's not funny and them saying back to him that some of it is funny is just beyond disgusting. I know the Diddy jokes have been heavy in rotation for a while now, but there's literally nothing funny about any of it. Diddy's actions produced victims. Even without knowing exactly what Q has been through, it's clear that whatever it was something horrific. And get this, after they all laughed and made those corny jokes about baby oil, Charlamagne had the nerve to ask Q exactly how Diddy traumatized him. Like, how do you feel entitled to ask about his trauma when you were laughing about it just 5 seconds ago? And the crazy part is that Charlamagne is the one always talking about mental health and bragging about going to therapy. The whole thing was just painful to watch because Q is clearly dealing with a lot of baggage from his past. But the good thing about this is that he's finally found his voice and he's exposing people who are still trying to gaslight him. And yes, I'm talking about Dawn Richard. She's been moving funny ever since all these Diddy allegations exploded, and a lot of people believe that she was much more involved in Diddy's nefarious deeds than she's willing to admit. Someone commented, Dawn even said on the stand that she would pretend to take drugs. What Q is saying gives weight to his testimony because she willingly pretended to take the pill while she saw her then boyfriend take it. That's wild and crazy. She's a certified accomplice. And another fan said, Dawn's hands not clean. That's why she was willing to work with him until the Cassie lawsuit. Her response is exactly what Diddy said about Cassie. Well, let me hear your thoughts on all this. How do you feel about that video Q shared from that night in the Hamptons? And do you think Dawn really willingly helped Diddy victimize Q? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video.